Samantha had just started her new job as the overnight security guard at an old, abandoned shopping mall. The place had been closed for years after a series of strange disappearances, but the owners were looking to reopen it soon, and Samantha's job was simple: watch the cameras, patrol the floors, and make sure no one broke in. Easy money, she thought. The first few nights went by without a hitch. The dimly lit hallways were eerily quiet, and the security office, where she watched the grainy feeds of the mall's surveillance cameras, was small but comfortable. She'd heard rumors about the place, how it was haunted, how people had gone missing, but she didn't believe in that kind of thing. Until one night. On her fourth shift, as she watched the cameras, something caught her eye. A figure, just a shadow, really, moved across the screen of one of the cameras on the second floor. She froze, rewinding the footage to get a better look. But the figure was gone. Her heartbeat quickened, but she convinced herself it was a glitch or a trick of the light. She grabbed her flashlight and decided to do her rounds early. As she walked through the deserted hallways, she couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't alone. The silence seemed heavier, and every creak of the floor echoed loudly. When she reached the second floor, she noticed something odd. One of the store doors was slightly ajar. Her job was to make sure everything was locked up tight, so she approached the door cautiously. As she pushed it open, the air grew colder. Inside the store was empty, shelves lined with dust-covered mannequins and discarded sale signs, but in the far corner, something was moving. She aimed her flashlight in that direction and gasped. One of the mannequins, a tall, featureless figure, was standing in the center of the room, facing her. Only, she hadn't seen it there when she first walked in. Heart pounding, Samantha stepped back. The mannequin didn't move, but she swore it was watching her. Her radio crackled to life, startling her. "Sam, you okay?" It was her colleague, James, checking in from the mall's loading dock. She tried to sound calm. "Yeah, just doing my rounds." She left the store, but when she looked back, the mannequin was now standing in the doorway, facing the hall. Her breath caught in her throat. She backed away slowly and turned to head back to the security office, but as she rounded the corner, she stopped dead in her tracks. Another mannequin stood in the middle of the hallway, directly in her path. Samantha's heart raced as she tried to rationalize what she was seeing. She hadn't passed any mannequins on her way here. She quickly moved around it, hurrying toward the office, but with every step, the feeling of being watched grew stronger. Back at the security office, she scanned the camera feeds, but nothing was out of place. She switched back to the second floor feed, and there it was. The mannequin. It was standing right outside the security office now, staring at the door. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and the camera feeds went dark. The power surged, and in the pitch-black room, Samantha heard it, the faint, hollow sound of footsteps outside the office door. Her breath quickened, her eyes wide as she fumbled for her flashlight. The footsteps stopped just outside. The door creaked open. The flashlight flickered on, illuminating the silhouette of the mannequin standing in the doorway. But this time, its head had tilted slightly, as if studying her. The radio crackled again, but this time it wasn't James. A distorted, hollow voice whispered, "Come closer." The screen blinked back on, showing a live feed of the office. Samantha wasn't there. Only the mannequin.